Let's see. Oh, we are live. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello. We just came in here to chat with you guys about that thing. Oh, there we go. We live. We is live. Okay, for those of you all that don't know who we are, I am Debbie. No, just kidding. I'm such a character. This is my husband, Marcus, right here. We're the Currys. And I've been explaining to my husband how we've been having a great time on people's live and talking with them about relationship. Hi, Abigail. Hey, girl. Hi, Colleen. Hi. She said, hi, guys. Hi, Rhonda. So we've been having a great time. I've been having a great time. You say, hey, Elizabeth. Hello, Miss Debbie Curry Street and husband. I've been telling my husband what a great time that I've been having with talking with you guys about relationships. So I figured that we both would come on here and talk to you guys since I want him. When I was on the live, Miss India live yesterday, and I was talking, I was like, wow, there's a lot of people that want to talk about relationships. So we're going to talk about that thing. Let's talk about that thing. So, would you say hi, Cynthia? You say hello, thankful Thursday evening. You both, thank you, saying to you. So we're gonna start it off, and we're gonna tell you guys how we met. I did a lot of talking on another person live, but I figured that my husband should be the one. You from your point of view, they already heard my point of view. Y'all heard me. So we're gonna get it from your point of view. I want to make sure I can see what's going on. I just want to see. Okay, there it is. Okay. Hey, Sheree, where you at? I see you on this thing. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Curry. Hi, Sheree. Debbie, you are gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. So we were on India live. I was on India live last night. My husband was asleep. He had to go to work. And so I didn't get an opportunity to really, I wanted to wake him up last night is what I really wanted to do. So from my point of view, you guys heard, but I want you to talk about how we met from your point of view. Because men and women can have different points of views of how things really was or how it is, or y'all know what I'm saying. So y'all write in and let us know how some of you all have met. Uh, how did you meet your love? Okay, do you want to be in love? You said I'm here, power couple. Thank you. Do you want to be in love? Do you want marriage? Let us know your intake on this. Okay, so go ahead. I already shared with them how I met you. So how was it for you? What happened? Let me interview my husband, y'all. So, how did you meet your wife?
See what had happened was
Tell a story.
um I got off work and I needed to get some money. So I went to a grocery store to go to an ATM. I saw her, she saw me, we locked eyes. I was like, okay, if this woman outside, when I come back out, I'm gonna talk to her and I'm gonna get her number. So I came out, she was still driving around. I'm thinking she leaving, and I noticed she looked in the mirror, so I was like, yeah, come on back, come on back, come on back. So she backed up, and I
He's
got
so subtle, y'all. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear this? See, mine was more dramatic. I was off work one day, right? And I came in early because I was doing a tour, right? But then I realized that I was hungry, right? So I had went to the store. And when I went to the store, I was driving a drop top Audi looking for a parking space. You see the dramatic in that?
Yeah, that's you.
Hi, Cass in the Cradle. Hello, beautiful Debbie and hubby. Just tuned in. Thank you. Hi, Isha. Hey, Debbie. Hi, Isha. Okay, go ahead.
So,
You see what you started, Isha?
look. So, what I did was when she backed up, I got into the car like I knew her. I didn't know her.
You are skipping the most important part that mattered to me.
And that's
See,
what.
this is how you can tell when men and women tell different types of story. What did you say? What did you say? You was like, oh, I went to the store because I needed some money. I went to the bank and I had saw her in the car and that's it. Don't you take away the most important moment to me, honey. We will fight on this. Y'all will see us fight. How did you notice me?
You drove by.
I drove by. Everybody drove by. Everybody was looking for a parking space because it was packed in the
Yeah, but
parking
we
lot that
locked
day.
eyes.
There we go.
But that's
Can
what
I
I
get
said.
one? That's
But
what
that's
I'm
what
talking
I
about.
said. But that's what I said.
You said we locked eyes?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't hear it. Okay. I need that. I that meant a lot to me. Like for real, that really did meant a lot to me because when I saw him, I was like, whoa, I was taken back. I was really taken back. You was just like, ooh, there go another woman.
No, I'm not like, oh, there's another one. But I was like,
You said, Rhonda said, let that man speak. Speak on it. Okay, they got you. Okay, she got, okay, go ahead. Okay, my bad. Excuse-moi. Okay.
So I got into the passenger side like I knew you already, and I didn't. I'm like, let me just go ahead and get in this passenger side real fast. Hey, girl, how you doing?
How do I put it? Look. Okay, you go ahead and talk. Cass in the Cradle says, how could he miss that beautiful face? But I want to try something right now. What does star mean?
I don't know. So
Wait.
we what are you doing?
Honey, I'm playing with this thing right here. You talk. I'm trying to see how I could get it up at the top. You go ahead and explain to the people.
So basically, what I did was I got into the car on the passenger side. We exchanged names.
I'm sorry, I'm learning how to do this thing. I just did it. Sheree, did you see me put you up there? Look. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, honey. I'm learning. Let me learn. You said love the cups. Oh, okay. Mine says wifey, and his says hubby. Yeah.
Okay, so like I was saying,
I'm sorry. I want to interrupt you again.
like I was saying, I got to the car like I knew her. We introduced each other. We guessed each other's age. I tried to guess hers. She gave me a hug. She tried to guess me mine. I gave her a hug and a kiss on the cheek. And we exchanged phone numbers. And then I got out the car. Something deeply inside of me said, "Mr. Curry, you better not let this woman walk out. You gotta do something that you've never done before ever in your life. You might get kicked, you might get slapped, but just do it." So I let her have it. I let her have these lips on these lips.
Okay.
So I kissed her the first day I met her, but before all of that, the moment I met her, my whole future flashed before my eyes. So I had to take that chance, and I had to kiss her the first day I met her, and I didn't get slapped. And then so started our journey.
Okay.
That was my version.
That was your
That
version?
was my version.
Okay. So meeting my husband, like I said to you guys before, we did meet at the grocery store. We did lock eyes. I did get kissed the first time meeting him. I was like, oh my God, why is you staring at this man type stuff? But I did. And then you sent me the first text by the time I got home, and it said, do you believe in love at first sight?
Yep.
Okay, now, if you guys have questions, and you want us to answer them, please put them up here. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Please put them up here so we can answer your questions. Elizabeth says, I'm a single lady by choice, 60 years, just got out of a 13-year relationship. Wow. Is that, I mean, did you guys have a complication or something, or you just, grew apart, or did something happen, or, uh, Rhonda, we know it's all love. You can joke over here. You can joke with us. Um, However, I had my things all cleaned up, everyone. Show the people your face. I had my things all cleaned up because I was preparing for the man that God told me that was going to come into my life, and which was my husband, and that I didn't know who my husband was at the time. Oh, this is good right here.
What?
Cats in the Cradle says, they say if you ever get into an argument, to always remember to remember the first day you met. It puts things into a better perspective. So
but we do. I told you that.
What do you mean?
Like I told you, like if we get into it, remember how we fell in love and why we fell in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, but you didn't have your stuff cleaned up for me.
No, I didn't.
Okay, tell the people how that is. Like those that want to be in a relationship but don't know how to clean up their stuff.
No, it's not cleaning up. It's called procrastination. So
for him, procrastination.
Yeah. See what had happened was, this thing go ahead. So what happened was, I got caught up in a moment of being in a moment with her, where I just left everything alone. Then I was like, okay, you know what? Look, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this when I can, and all pretty much slapped me in my face
every single time. Y'all.
Yeah, because what I was gonna do, I was like, okay, I'm gonna knock this out later. I was in love with the moment of falling in love with this woman, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this later. And when I was just about to get ready to take care of it, yeah, it slapped me in my face like real hard. So I learned the hard way to not procrastinate on something like that and just clean everything out. Get rid of all the baggage as much as you can, as much as you can remember before you get started with the relationship.
How did you know that you was ready to be in a this type of relationship?
The chemistry we had together, and how we would meet, and everything just felt right.
Okay, so y'all know I'll tell this. I'll tell it. Okay, so anywho,
that was my way. It was her way. So, two different sides.
So anywho, when we met, like you said, you had your life flashed before your eyes.
No,
like,
I said future, our future.
And what was it?
Us being together. I put it out there in the atmosphere. It manifested and it happened, because I used to tell you, I can't wait to struggle to get out of bed to go to work.
Yeah, he used to tell me that a lot. Okay, so there was times. Okay, real talk. We met each other prior. Wait, no. That time that we met each other, we did not connect on that level. Like our relationship wasn't like, okay, we done met each other, first kiss, and then boom, we began to be in a relationship. No, That's not how that went.
It was off and on.
It was
off and on.
Yeah, and me, I was like at several times saying, you know what? I don't think that this is going to work because I travel and I only see you or hear from you when I'm in town. So I was like, I don't think that we should talk. And he was like, no, just wait. But the way that you would talk to me, wait, Sheree said my husband would be on here listening with me. I like this conversation. Okay, Sheree. Okay. Maybe he can go back and look at the replay because we want you guys to ask us questions as well. So we did not connect right then and there. We were talking to each other on the phone, but we did not connect with each other right then and there. And it took us some time. I think that was
3 years.
2015.
Yeah, we met 2015.
Yeah,
we didn't really get official to
2018.
Yeah, so that's 3 years.
So, but he would come see me off and on, and when he would come see me, like he'd knock on the, he'd tell me, he's like, he'd call me up and ask if he could see me, and I would say yes. And then when he come to the house, we would just stand at the door and hug each other. Wouldn't say nothing for about 15, 20 minutes. Just stand there and hug each other. And I know sometimes I would cry.
Yeah.
Did you get emotional?
I'm just like, I'm right here. At that time, in that moment, I was like, I'm right here, and I'm not going anywhere.
Like, I think that connected. You know what? Just talking about that right now, I kind of do think that kind of connected us, like, emotionally, to not say anything to each other, but just
it was more spiritually.
Spiritually, yeah. It was you is right. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. So it was a more spiritual connection for us when we would stand there at the door and hug each other. And like I said, on the phone, because I used to travel a lot, you said, Cats in the Cradle said no words needed to be spoken. You was feeling that? Yeah, it was no words that needed to be spoken at all. And we did not speak at all. I'm trying to see how I could do this. Erica says, hi, Debbie and husband. I'm so happy I caught your live. Oh, welcome. You from Two Raw family. Hey, Erica. Okay. Thank you for coming over. I love Two Raw, Two Raw TV. So it was times that I would travel. I traveled a lot, y'all, when I became single, my kids grown and out the house, and I traveled a lot. So this is how I used to be. Like, if men wanted to meet me, they'd have to show an interest in me while I'm traveling. If you don't care about the what time I get at the hotel or what I'm doing or what city or what state I'm in, it'll show me that you didn't care. Well, homeboy here, and that's how I would eliminate people. But homeboy here wasn't keeping track of my whereabouts.
I was trying to, but I got caught up in my own thing. And I, we're trying to keep up with her and everything. We was both living our lives, doing two separate things. So it was like off and on, and I got caught up in my life, and she got caught up in hers.
Yeah, and then in 2018, no, I think you had called me. He had called me in 2017. Was it 2017 when I said I'm finna do the pageantry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right before. No, it was late 2016.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was, but then I began to be involved in some community stuff, and then he hit me up. No, I hit him up because we would hit each other up backwards and forward, but every so often. It wasn't like a regular thing, right? So one day I had got a new phone. I had took the service men and women over to California to the base. I picked them up. And then I had to drive them, and I had bought a new phone before I had got to California, before I took the job. And when I got over to the base, and my coworkers, they were on their buses, they were like, Debbie, you want to go out to eat? And I was like, sure. But it was another guy that was interested in me. You knew that, right? Okay, don't ask the price on the thing. Look. Stop, honey, let me tell you. So it was another guy that was showing some type of interest in me, but something just didn't feel quite right for me. So when we dropped the people off, they were like, Debbie, you want to go eat? I was a bit of a nerd. So even though I traveled through all of these states and stuff like that, I wouldn't go hang out. I had been to Vegas like plenty of times, but never did I go and enjoy Vegas. I would always go to my hotel room like a nerd. You know what I mean? I would literally go there like a nerd. I wouldn't hang out with nobody at all, period. My coworkers would try to get me to hang out. Debbie, come eat with us. And I go eating, but I go right back up to the hotel room. So, but this day, I had that new phone, right? I had to follow my coworkers. Normally, they had to follow me because I got them L's, so I'd be cruising with that bus, right? So, anywho, right? Look, I'm so silly. Anywho, when we dropped them off, I was on the bus and I was like, I had turned my phone on, and all the old numbers popped up in my phone, and I saw his name. And when I see his name, I get butterflies, y'all. Don't even ask me. But I got butterflies, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna call him, and I'm gonna see what happens. And I sent him a text, and I said, "How are you, Marcus? How are you?" And he was like, I'm good. How are you?" He's like, "Where are you? Do you remember this conversation?" Probably not, because he had a lot of women that was trying to get into him. Stop, that's that trouble last. But I'm just keeping it real. But anywho, so I said, he said, "Are you in town?" I said, "No, I'm not in town." He's like, "When will you be back?" I said, "Well, probably back in the day after tomorrow. I'm headed leaving California." He's like, "I would like to meet up with you and talk to you." You remember this?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to tell it? Or you want to tell
No, you tell it.
Okay. So I got into town, and I had an engagement that I had to go to meet with all the other pageant queens that my sister queens. And I told him about it, and I had my my evening gown and everything like that. And then what?
I told her I'll be her. I like to be her escort.
I said, "You would like to escort me to this event?" And I'm like, okay, we hadn't been nowhere together yet. So I was like, okay, sure, you can escort me to the event. And he asked me the colors that I was wearing, and I didn't know which evening gown I was going to wear. So I had two, but they were like they could get away with anything. And he popped up at my home looking fine and sexy. With his suit on, ladies, when you know, you know. So, anywho, right? I was about to melt. He had his hat on that matched the suit, and I invited him to come in. And normally we stand at the door and give a hug. I did hug you, didn't I? I don't. I did. It wasn't a hug like the regular hugs.
No,
So.
because you was in the midst of getting ready.
Yeah, he took a picture of me, and I don't even like that because I was at my vanity area.
I caught her in a moment.
Yeah,
and she didn't even know it.
No, and I had rollers in my head. No, I was like, that is not cute. No.
But she was looking serious. So like, yeah, I gotta get this right. Hold on, wait a minute.
I was shocked that he even asked to escort me to this event. So I was very shocked. So upon going to the event, we got there. It wasn't really what we thought it was going to be. I don't know why they picked this particular place at this time, but it wasn't what we thought. So when my husband was like, "You ready to go home?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go." So instead of taking me straight home, I had noticed that we was on the highway, and we were passing the exit of where we needed to get off at. You can take it from there, sir. You can take it from there.
It was a detour. So I told her, look, I'm tired of off and on. I want to make it more on. I want to take this to the next level. You know, really want to wake up next to you, and I really want to struggle to get out of bed to go to work. And I don't remember. I said a lot that evening.
I remembered. Anywho, let me tell y'all the stories, ladies. My husband is so sorry. And I remember and then and here come the animation. Me, not him, me. No, just okay, so we were in the car, right? And I was like, okay, he's passing the exit. I wonder where we're going. You know, I'm sitting there, I'm shocked. Now, this is the first event that we've ever gone to. I haven't gone out to, we haven't gone out to be amongst, you know what I'm saying? So it was shocking that he wanted to escort me to this event. So I was like, okay. So we're in the car, we're passing our exit, and I'm sitting there and I'm nervous. Now, I can't even look at my husband, y'all. To this day, this will still happen. Maybe a year after we were married, this is literally how I used to look at my husband. I'm in the passenger seat and I'd be like, I was so nervous to look at my husband because I'm like, oh my God, is he mine? Is this for me? Like, God, like I was so shocked. I'm so serious. And this occurred all the way up until a year after we were married. I said last night on the live that I love to I wanted to keep my butterflies as long as I could because he gave me butterflies from the first time of us meeting. So he said to me, he said, I really do need to talk to you. I'm surprised you don't remember this. But anyway, this is what I heard. Okay. And he may have said it a little differently, but this is what I heard. Okay. Oh, cat's in a cradle. Look at what she say. She said, what a gentleman. Debbie, you're cracking me up looking at him. I couldn't look at him. I couldn't look at him. I was in the car with him. And then, this is what he would do. I'm in the car and I'll be trying to look at him, right? And I really couldn't look at him. And then he'll be like, hi.
You know, you can just feel somebody looking at you, just like.
That is so sexy to me. Will you still do that now? Like,
I feel good.
I'm sorry, y'all. That is say he be like, hi. Oh, that's nice. I like that. But anywho, he said, I want to talk to you. You know, soft. I said, yes. He's like, you even told me about the young lady that you saw. You dated. You said I dated somebody.
I did. Oh yeah, I did. I said that.
I'm memories, y'all. He said I dated someone and it didn't work out, and I just want you. I want to. Wait, how did you say that to me? That you want to something about the when you go to work? Something you just said right now. How he wants to struggle to get out of the bed.
Yeah, sure did.
I was like, what does that mean? Like, I was like, you want to struggle to get out of bed? He said, yeah, I can't wait to struggle to get out of bed. Yeah. And I was like, what do you mean you can't wait to struggle to get out of bed with me? Like, what does that mean? He saw our life that day that he kissed me when we met at the grocery store parking lot. So he was seeing things that I wasn't aware of at this point. And he said, this is what made me want to meet with him, y'all. So when I had dropped the people off at the base, right, and I had talked to him on the phone, he said to me, well, when are you coming back into town? I said, well, I'm going to leave in the morning. I'm going to go to the hotel and get some rest. And then I'm going to leave out early in the morning. So I'll probably be there tomorrow night. And then he said, I just want you to know that, I could struggle to make it by myself, but I want my queen by my side.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay,
you better remember that, because when we get off of here, you remember the most important part that was like, and then I had went, lady. Look. My friends had offered to take me to breakfast that day when we got into town. So when he told me that, I was floating like this. I don't even think my feet touched the ground at all because I floated into the restaurant. I don't know how I got there, but I did. And they was like, Debbie, you can order whatever you want. You know, they got lobsters as soon as woo, woo, woo. I was like, I would like to have a lobster. I don't remember everything that I ordered because I was on the high when he said to me, I could struggle if I want to and get through this by myself, but I'd rather have my queen by my side. I was like, you better say it. You better say it. I was like, hold on, because I'm getting chills now because I'm starting to remember a lot of stuff right now, right? So, anywho, I talked to my friends. I said, hey, you guys, help me with this because when I was single, this is two, Martha and Paula. I will always talk to them. They are a couple, and this will happen. I said, look, you guys, I gotta help me out with this. I said, there's a guy that's interested in me, but he kind of like I don't really like that guy kind of because he sounds kind of like a demanding type of thing. And I don't really like that. But there's this other guy that I met. And oh my God, I just got off the phone with him. And this is what he told me. And he want to see me when I come back into town. I was like, what do you guys think? And they was like, Debbie, judging about how you just explained these two, I would say meet with the second one you just talked about. Because you're all like, and then I said, you think so? I said, he said he wanted to meet with me once I get into town. So I'm gonna give him a call and see what happened. Then you had called me again. You called me. I had got enough time to park my bus, lock my bus, float into the restaurant, order because they were treating me. And I was able to order and then you called me and I got up and I went to the other table and I was like, I was so shocked. I was like, that was really powerful what you said to me. I was like, did you really mean that? Like, oh, you really you explain to me can you just explain this to me again? You had explained to me that he will go further in conversation with me when I get into town. You said, I just want you to be safe and drive the bus safely back home. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Said, get back to me safely.
He said, get back to him safely. And will. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I sure will. I would. I'll see you when I'll see you when I get there. That was how I was talking. That's literally how I was talking. Wait, Cats in the Crater say it's amazing how life just comes together when you're with the right one. It makes you wonder what took so long. Do you hear me? I've often said, you said God puts us in the right place at the right time. Listen, I remember when I first told my husband about the abusive relationship that I was in, and he apologized to me for not being there with me. He had apologized. And I was like, which is another reason why I love my husband so. But anywho, so now remember, he had told me in the conversation on the bus that he had wanted to talk to me. Now catching back up to the drive. We went to the event, right? And that he escorted me to my event. Oh, and I even didn't I do poetry that night?
Yeah, I cleaned the car. I made the car, man. The car I had is looking so shiny. It was glowing at night.
He opened up the door for me. Wait. Oh, we missing out so much. Okay, wait a minute. He took my hand, walked me to the car. No, I was arm in arm with you. Yeah. You know how when a man escort you, well, when my husband escort me, most time I'm holding on to his arm. And so that was the night that I was the first night holding on to his arm to go to the car. He opened up the door for me. I sat down. He closed. No, you put the seatbelt on me. Then closed the door. And then he escorted me to our event. And then on the way home, he explained to me that he had dated someone. It didn't work out, and he can't wait to struggle to get out of bed with me, and that his whole life flashed in front of me, and he wants to know if I would be his lady. And I was sitting there with tears in my eyes because we had met in 2015. He wasn't where he's supposed to be. You know,
I was out, you know.
he was doing the player thing, y'all. Let me tell y'all how the player thing go. Okay, let me school y'all a little bizzle. Okay, just a little bit. That what that mean, a little bizzle. Let me school y'all a little bit. So anywho, let me tell you about my husband a little bit. When he was a little player, he would contact me every morning, same time when he was at work. Okay. If you get anyone that's contacting you the same time and you don't know where they at all time, check into that. That's a sign. I mean, I got him now. He's my husband. See, he's my husband, but I remember that. I keep my eye on that. Keep your eye on it. Same time, then you can't reach him and what's going on and such a blah, blah, blah. And he told me. So anywho, I cried when he told me that he wanted to be with me, his queen. I tears ran down my face. Honey, if I'm not mistaken, I think you teared up too.
I teared up a little.
Okay, so I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, yeah, it was a very emotional time, but a very beautiful time to hear the words that I said. I said to myself, there were a lot of men that were interested in me, a lot of eligible bachelor men, and some married men would try to come from me. So married men, stay in your place, in your lane with your wife. Anywho, you said Chi-Town talk, and yes, honey, yes. Anywho, hi Linda. So where was I at?
I told you.
You told me what happened. We were in a car.
And I told you couldn't wait to struggle to get out of bed with you.
Yeah.
And
we met in 2015.
We met in 2015. We were off and on. We made it official 2018. That's when we made it official. 2018.
2018 is when we started to get serious. You had to delete some of these women's out of your phone and everything like that. Remember, he wanted to be courteous to them. I'm gonna keep it 100, 1,000, a buck.
1,000 a buck?
Yes.
Which one, a buck or 1,000?
All the above.
All the above.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. So my husband was single before he met me, but he had a lot of women that.
Yeah, I had a lot of people contacting me and everything, but
that was the sad part. That was the hard part.
Yeah, it was the hard part because it wasn't hard for me. It was just hard because I had procrastinated
and didn't get rid of nothing.
No, I procrastinated
because he was falling in love. Okay, I get it. I just didn't never want to say it. Don't look at me like that.
I was going to tell the people, but you hopped the gate, run past me, dog chasing you, but he couldn't get past. He stuck at the gate because you hopped the gate. I'm trying to tell the people.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
You sure?
I'm sure. Go ahead.
Are you sure now?
I'm sure.
Are you sure? You sure?
I'm sure.
You sure? You're sure?
Yes.
Okay, so like I said, I got caught up in a moment of being in love with this woman. I wanted to do things my way. It just came a certain point in your life where you're like, okay, look, I'm tired of all these random phone numbers. I'm tired of all the online stuff. I just want to leave it alone. Just want to get rid of it. I left it alone. I didn't contact anybody or anything like that. It's just I just left all that like that because I got sick of it. I got tired of living that life because it wasn't fulfilling enough for me. It just it didn't feel a void for me. It was like looking for love in all the wrong places at that time.
Can I share that one moment that really almost broke us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you sure?
I'm right here. Go ahead.
Okay. So, people, so let me tell y'all what had happened, okay? Anywho, so one day I was preparing a nice meal for my future husband.
Oh yeah, that.
Which one you thought I was talking about?
No, that is it. I just forgot, but you going into it, so I'm like,
I could stop if you need me to.
no, you don't. I'll even say it.
You
No.
said?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I never heard you say it, but I'm sitting in the audience seat. I never heard you say it before.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is still
This
to
is a breakthrough. I just want you to know that.
be Houston. We got a problem.
Wait, okay. Real is real. So I just
So basically, look, real is real. Let me get this hat straight. The camera's messed with my angle, but um, I was playing a game, like really feeling the moment, like, okay, this is it. I am really happy. This is it. This is the one. This is it.
He was in the bedroom playing the game. Okay, I was okay.
Stop hopping the gate.
Okay. I'm over.
Don't hop the fence
okay.
on me.
I'm not gonna hop the fence.
I'm trying to talk here.
Okay,
I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
All right.
I'm stage
Look, forget about it.
Right.
Get over there. You stay over there.
I'm right here.
Over there.
Okay.
Right there?
Yes.
Okay.
All
right. So I was really enjoying the moment of being in love with this woman. I'm like, okay, this is it. I can actually breathe. This is cool. It's like I don't have to hold my breath. So I get a message on my phone. I'm like, okay, let me just ignore that, because I got some stuff I got to get rid of. Like, once again, I'm still in the beginning. Then she asked me to do something I've never, ever, 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 ever done in my life, which is post our picture online.
Whoa. Okay, while he's in the room and he's playing a game and I'm in the kitchen, I am making a cornbread chili. So I had made the whole cornbread. I made the homemade chili with my meat and everything in there, seasoned to perfection because I get down in the kitchen. Okay. So I had made my chili and then I had made cornbread and I poured the chili. No. No. I don't know how I made it, but I think I just made the cornbread on top of the chili.
Something.
I made the cornbread. I poured the chili and then made the cornbread on top of the chili and put it in the oven and cooked it. So I'm in the kitchen cooking for this man right here. That's what I was doing. I was cooking for him. I just want you guys to know that's where I was. Okay.
So she asked me to do something I've never done with anybody ever in my life, which was take a picture and post it online. I've never done that. The moment I've done that, not even an hour go by or whatever, somebody already tried to throw a wrench in our relationship, and it was my ex's.
I posted the video.
Yeah.
I had posted a love video.
No, it wasn't a love video. It was a picture.
It was a picture.
It was a picture. It wasn't a love video. It was a picture.
Yeah.
It was the first ever picture that we ever posted.
Wasn't the first one.
Yeah, that was.
Not for me. I was posting you up left and right.
But I'm saying
bing, bing, bing,
together
bing,
as
bing,
one woman.
That was
together as one woman.
No.
But either way, she posted a picture. Somebody tried to throw a wrench in it, and it really hurt her feelings, really, really bad, to a point where she told me to get out, and I didn't really have a chance to explain or anything because she was that hurt.
There was more to the story.
I just kept it short and sweet.
Okay. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. So while I was in the kitchen slaying cornbread chili mixed together, what am I doing, right? He was in the room. He had got messages. The phone, you feel me? I'm in the kitchen. I get a message on my phone from the picture. that said something that broke my heart. I go in the room. I said, who is this? And why such and such and blah, blah, blah. And then, remember, his phone rang and he didn't answer? Well, it was some women that was contacting him.
Like I said,
My heart was broken.
like I
I
said,
couldn't take it.
Mrs. Curry, I'm trying to talk here.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I understand it hurt you. It hurted me at the time, and it was at that moment like I really thought I almost lost her at that moment.
Yeah, because let me tell y'all what happened. Can I share this part too? I was like, you have to go. I didn't even want to look at him. I didn't even want to say anything because even though eligible men were interested in me, I had a conversation with myself and I said, out of all these men, there's only one person that can come into my life and shut it down. Well, I won't see anyone else. Well, I prayed over him. And I was like, before he, was like making it official, I said, God, why is my Marcus acting like this? Why is he doing this? I don't understand why my Marcus is not right here with me. I would just pray and ask it because I didn't understand.
It was
There's no need to explain.
no, I just felt really bad because I could have prevented all of it, but I just
Oh,
procrastinated.
we haven't gotten to that part yet. You feel
Yeah,
bad in the
but
moment.
yeah, but
once I
but
get there.
there's a lot of other things too. But
Yeah. So I was so devastated because I'm like, I finally got my Marcus. And then when somebody hit underneath my picture of my husband and I, which wasn't my husband at the time, I was so devastated. I went in the room and I was like, what is this? I was like, who is this? And then his phone was ringing and I was like, let me see your phone. And then I saw the phone and there was women's in there and he was like, I'm trying to let them down slowly. Oops.
yeah, that was a very
My
naive.
heart broke.
I was just being I'm a nice person,
Very, too nice.
I'm
He's
sorry.
learning from me now. I get it.
But I was too nice. I was just trying to bring everything down easy. But what I should have done, I should have just said, hey. But you live and you learn, and it's a lot of things we've done together, and we learned from it.
Right, we're not done with the story yet.
Why you gotta look like that? Why are you looking like
Because
I'm ready for my close up? Can you see me?
Wait, honey,
Wait a minute. Which
stop.
side you want? You want the right side or left side? Which one is better?
Because people have the illusion that we don't go through anything, and I want you guys to know that you have to go through something to get through something to be something. So I want you guys to know that it wasn't just like, oh my God, the king came for his queen, and let me tell this.
No, I'm hopping the gate.
Okay, hop the gate, hop the gate, hop the gate, hop it.
This world with husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever your preference is, you can't just wake up and be perfect. You can meet that person, that ideal perfect person, but you got to go through some things to get that way. You can't just be perfect because perfect is not normal. You got to throw a fight in there. You got to throw an argument in there. You got to throw a couple of dog houses in there, a little separation, a little bit. I'm sleeping in the bedroom. I'm sleeping on the couch. You gotta have those, and what that does, it just it makes you closer. It builds character within the relationship, and it makes it closer.
I did not need to build like this at this time. I did not need to be built like this at this time. Anywho, let me rewind and get you guys caught up. Okay. Anywho. So I go into the room and I see the messages from the ladies, and I'm like, I go into the living room and I sit at the table. I gasp. I put my head down.
I don't get this. Why is your phone up?
I'm hurting. I don't even know how to express the hurt and pain. I don't even know how to express it to my future husband that I'm in pain. I don't know how to accept this. So he comes out the room and he comes to the table. I'm like, you have to leave. And he's like, let me just talk to you. And I'm like, I don't want to look at you. I can't look at you. I can't. My heart is broken. That's really how it went, you know. And he was like, just let me talk to you. And I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. I can't even look at you. You just have to leave. And honey, what are you doing? This is my cord. The plug, cut the plug on right here, honey.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's not lit up.
Oh. Good.
And so I was like, I can't look at you. I don't want to look at you. I don't even have words for you. I don't even have words for you. Just leave. Remember that? It was very dramatic because it was very hurtful, honey. Just leave. He's like, just look at me. He grabbed me by my chin. You know, ladies, we love this. The chin. And I was like, just leave. Just leave. And as a gentleman, at my request, he left. I said, wait, before he leave. I said, wait, before you leave. And I walked in the kitchen because I had made his plate. And I said, just taste my food. And I took the fork, I stuck it in the food, and I put it in his mouth. And I said, just taste my food. I cooked this for you. Because I slayed in that kitchen. No, you will not be leaving out that door without eating what I made. You will eat it. Eat it, Marcus. No, just kidding.
Damn, Mike.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. But it was very dramatic, though. I was like, just eat my food. Just eat it. I made this especially for you. Right? He tasted it. What did it taste like to you?
It tastes good.
Heaven. Don't play with me. It tastes like heaven. You better tell the truth and shame the devil. It tastes like heaven.
It tasted good.
No, that's not
right,
that
so
dish.
I won't be on the doghouse.
Yeah.
It tastes like
we will
heaven.
get to the other part. We will get to the other part. Because you know why he's saying that? Because the first time I had cooked for him, now mind you all, this is not funny, sir. But it kind of is. But anywho, when I had first, because I was on the road, okay, people, and I traveled. So I was single. So if I came in late, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I would go to Arby's. I never really liked Arby's, but then when I started coming in late and I was eating at Arby's, I was like, woo, this is good. So I barely cooked, okay? So my first meal for cooking for him, I invited him over to dinner. He came over to dinner, and I hadn't cooked in a long time. I thought I was really slamming in the kitchen. Well, by the time, it's not funny, honey. Get in the screen. Get in the screen. Get in the screen. It's not funny. Anywho, this is what my husband did to me. He wasn't my husband at the time. I had made his food. He had sat down. He sat down. He took a bite, and he was like, do you have any cereal? Because the food didn't taste good.
Nope, it sure did not at that time.
It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was horrible. But you know, I picked it up. It was horrible. So that is our joke amongst us, that if something don't taste good, do you have any cereal? So that's, yeah. But this time it wasn't about no, do you have cereal? Because I slayed in the kitchen. Hold on, let me see who missed in here. You said, Cass in the Crater said, it seemed like the misunderstandings always come in the first few years. Yeah, there was, yeah. Because you haven't learned everything about each other yet. Their characters and moral compass. Absolutely. Okay, so I asked him to leave the home at my request as a gentleman. He did. But when you did you know what you did before you left?
I grabbed you by your chin and that's some things I remember.
Okay, so when he got to the door, because I sat there, I did not move. He turned around and looked at me and put his head down and walked away. That's what happened.
But that wasn't the end of me, though. That wasn't the end of me.
So hi LaDonna. So this what had happened, right? So I was hurt. I was off work the following day, and I just stayed home, and I cried all day. I think you did try to call me when you got to work. Yeah, several times, and I wouldn't answer. So I think the following time, the day I went out of town, I think I was gone for like 2 days.
Yeah.
I was gone for like 2 days, and when I came back, he had knocked on the door, and no, you called me to see. No, you had knocked on the door.
I did knock on the door.
Yeah, I was very impressed because he was popping up at the house and knocking on the door. However, I wouldn't answer the door because I was hurt. So anyway, just to look out the little peephole was like, wow, he's at the door. But I can't answer this because I'm hurt now. This man is seeing other women's is what I felt. So I was like, I can't do this. So of course I broke down and I let him in.
Yeah.
And what happened from there? Do you remember any of that?
I gave you the biggest hug and a kiss, and apologized so many times. Um, and told you that I would do better, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was something specific that you did though.
I don't remember. I mean, because
Gave me the codes to the phone. Gave me the codes to the phone. Stop. He gave me the code to the phone and apologized to me and told me that I had nothing to worry about, that he was sorry. That's when I learned that my husband is the biggest procrastinator that I ever knew, and that he needed to pick that up early or he was going to. No. Oh, we leaving out the most. Oh, no. That's not how that happened. We did not know. No. You came in to talk to me that time. I let you in. And we talked about it and we was trying to discuss it, but I couldn't get it. So I was like, I went for a walk. I left the house and he went behind me. And what happened was on the busy streets, you remember this?
yeah, the parking lot.
Yeah. So one of his friends was like contacting me and letting me know where he was and that he wanted to talk to me and this and that and the other, right? And I couldn't bring myself to speak with him at that time because I was really, really hurt behind this. So when he came to the house and you saw me on the street walking. Because did your friend tell you why I was walking to the store? Or how did you see me?
I drove. I was driving.
Okay, the first time he came with the flowers, I couldn't forgive him because our conversation didn't go well. And this was the second time you saw me walking down the street because I wanted to take a walk. And then he pulled the car over, and y'all, the most sexy the man that I used to dream about this man before I even met this man. His whole face would be in my face like this. He would come up to my face like this, and then he would turn his head like this. And I'll be darned if my husband does that to me a lot. He come up to my face and he turn his head like this, right? But this particular day when he was trying to make up with me, I was walking the street because I needed to walk. I needed to breathe. And he saw me and he pulled the car over and you got on your knees.
Yep. And not too far, it was a cop
over. It was a car across the street, a police officer across the street, and watching us. He got on his knees and he just grabbed my bottom legs. And it was like a movie. I was just crying. I was like, I cannot forgive you for what you've done to me. It just is hurting me so bad. Do y'all feel the emotions?
Baby, please. Please,
But
baby.
it was real though.
Baby.
It was real. It was real. I was really, really crying, and he was really, really trying to humbly apologize to me. And then I was stuck between the part like, oh my God, this is my Marcus. He's really, saying to me how much he loved me. Sheree say, I love this, Mrs. Debbie. We not getting no arguing, comparing, or competing over here. Oh, true love works. Oh, power couple, thank you. Look, treasures. Did you feel it? I was like, how could you do this to me? Like, you really broke my heart. I never expected this of you. And that's what I had did, right? No, seriously, that's literally how it went down. I'm not playing, right? So, anywho, so I was like, I walked away, right? I walked away, and he was like, "No, come here, let me talk to you." And he was in the parking lot, and the officer was watching. I think the officer was like, "Oh my God, this is a beautiful couple." Like, I don't know what he was thinking. He didn't move the car. He didn't get out the car. He didn't flash a light. He didn't say nothing. He was just across the street watching us. Like this love display like this, right? So I was like, no, you stood up.
Yeah.
You grabbed me by my face.
Mm.
I can't do it. I just can't. And I was like, it really in my feelings, like. And then he went. I walked away, and he came walking after me, and I was like, no, just leave, just leave, just let me get over these emotions. Just let me do it. Just please, I'm begging you to just give me this time. And as a man, the great man that he is, humble man that he is, he said, okay. The next day,
No, I'll make sure you made it home.
yeah, he did.
I'm not gonna leave you out there. No, I was like,
I didn't get in the car though.
No, I walked her home.
Yeah, I didn't get in the car. I wasn't too far from home, but I didn't get in the car because I wanted him to know how this felt to me because I dropped everything just to be with him. I just wanted to be with him. And so I wanted him to know how crushed I was. I wanted him to know how my heart felt. And you did walk me home. And then I think the following day, did you come over?
Yeah, I did.
And then we talked. I prepared a dinner. I don't remember what the dinner was, but I'm sure it was good. It was better than cereal because you didn't ask me for cereal that time. So we had made up. And that's some of the things that we go through in relationships.
You just don't give up. There's gonna be a few bumps in the roads, and it's just when you hit those bumps. I mean, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna let it destroy you, or are you gonna let love win for you? Because at the end of the day, love conquers all, and and the man upstairs. And if you really feel that for one another, and you really feel deep down to in your soul that that's your soulmate, you got nothing to look. The sky is the limit.
So it took us. I mean, we had to work on that because you want to work on your relationships. You want to, I mean, even though you have to ask yourself, is this a person that I want to be with? Is this person I can grow with? Is this a person I can build with? Even though, like, who said that? Who said you go through things and the misunderstanding?
Cats.
Huh?
Uh,
Oh, Cats in the Cradle said that. Exactly what she said, right? Cats in the Cradle, right here. This right here, very powerful statement. This is what I like. It seems like the misunderstandings always come in the first few years because you haven't learned everything about the other person yet, their character and moral compass. So yeah, that was it. We had to really learn one another. Let's see what they say.
can feel it in your
You
soul.
can feel it in your soul. Yeah, it was very powerful. So we got to, that's when we came back together, and you took me out of town, and then we went for a drive out of town, and we began to rekindle, work on us, you know what I'm saying? Yet the women's were still in the picture because there were a lot of them. My husband was a single handsome man, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was a lot going on. And I'm just glad that God allowed me to clean up me at the time, because we both probably would have been lost, and we wouldn't be where we are and who we are together, which we are the Currys today. So let's see, was there any other? I'm sure there were more, but
Yeah, but it's just the um the road we took to get here. Is it was a little tough road. It wasn't too hard, but it was a little tough. But we made it here. What we're here to tell you is that your love will be tested, your relationship will be tested, your patience will be tested, your character as a person will be tested. And when that moment comes, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna let the enemy win, or are you gonna fight through it and let love win and fight through it and be together?
we want people to know that relationships are not perfect. People could look at your relationship and be like, oh my God, they just the perfect little couple. No, you go through your ups, downs, in and out, roller coaster rides, all that stuff. But don't be like looking at everybody else's relationship and trying to get that from that person when God has somebody for you. If you guys have questions, you guys can drop them. We'll try to answer as much as we can. Don't envy another person's relationship. If you see a quality of that relationship that you would like to have, then pray on that. You know what I mean? Pray on that, not pray, not PREY, PRAY, that God will give it to you and give it to you even more better. Cats in the Cradle said you have to put all your cards, yes, on the table with each other always. No secrets, just
Fight the battles
fight the
together.
battle together. Oh, I like that. Thank you, honey. I like that right there. I like that. And that is powerful right there, because we've been so busy fighting alone. It's my lip gloss, y'all, and I ain't gonna do nothing but put more lip gloss back on. I'm not even playing.
Because she's a girly girl.
um, you have to be able to ask yourself, what type of relationship are you in? What type of relationship do you want it to be? You know what I mean? Um, is this, how do you say this? Fierce says, and blessed, yes, continue to be real. Amen. And in that order, and try, and we'll try. So when you guys get into relationships, don't envy anybody else's relationship. It's their relationship. You know what I mean? It's yours is yours. So how you want your relationship to be, then you ought to be like, oh, I like the quality that that relationship has. I want to see how I can apply it to the relationship that I want, or the relationship I have, or the relationship that you've been in for a while. You got to expect people to change too, in a good way. Give people the room to change. Now, after that, was trust broken?
Yeah, it was. It took a minute to get it back. Um, there's a few trigger points we're still working through. It's it does nothing but make us stronger. You're gonna have your trigger points, and once you figure out that trigger point, the either the easy way or the hard way, you learn from it, and try to smoothen it out, make it better.
You have to keep reassuring that person with love. You know what I mean? So there's a hold of the hand. There's a, you know, like we can go somewhere. Like we went shooting the other day, right? Some woman, look. Why I gotta be the drama one? Some woman was there when we went shooting, and my husband showing me how to do stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, why is she here? What is she look? Why she got to be so close to us? Does she work with you? Does she know you? I'm asking him. What's going on here? Because why is she looking at you like that? What's going on? I want to go over to her. Do you know my husband? Why are you looking at us like that? And then I thought about it after a day or so. That she probably was like looking and admiring our relationship. He had told me that prior, but I don't be trying to hear that at the time when I'm really to cut loose.
No, because she be her feelings. When she her feelings, you never right. You always wrong. You lying. 48 hours later, baby, I'm sorry.
You know what? What you said kind of makes sense.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And I'm like,
oh, snaps. But it's true though, because see, it's just true. Like, it's true. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what do you want me to say. You know, I could be cruising in the car, right? And men will pull up and they be honking the horn, and I got to be blasted because my husband's got some woofers in the car. Like, boom, boom. I'm in my own zone. Boom. And put on instrumental and the beat. I don't hear nothing around me, and I ain't trying to hear nothing around me. They be like, and I'll be like, what? But I be telling my husband, I was like, honey, I got flirted with today. Yes, I did.
but I gotta rewind it back.
What?
Rewind it back. Remember when I gave you those keys? What were you thinking?
Oh, the first thing that my husband gave me. So my husband had walked up to me and gave me the keys to his car. And I was like, what is this? Because I had never seen keys look like this before. So I was new to the whole thing. So I was like, what is this? And he was like, that's the keys to the car. I said, you giving me the keys to your car? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I don't ever want you to feel like that you have to be stuck at home doing nothing. I want you to go, and I want you, what'd you say to me?
I want you to not be stuck home, you know, wanting to go somewhere you can. I want you to be able to, you know, go out and do what you need to do, get food or whatever, or just go for a drive.
So right then and there, I knew this was my man. No. Oh, snaps. Oh, snaps. Let me see. Ooh, I like this. Who is this? This is Nene. Nene says, right, every relationship has its trying times. Sometimes it gets extremely difficult, but it has to be worth the struggle. And to see you guys is a testament that it is possible. Thank you. But let me tell y'all, there ain't nobody but God, though. Don't be envious of nobody relationship, not even us. Don't do it. Because you guys could have a way better relationship than what we have. This is who God blessed me with, and I'm who God blessed him with. This is us, okay? But we're not perfect. We letting you guys know that because I was seeing it like you know, I don't want you guys to put us up on no pedestal. Don't ever put nobody up there. We don't want to be on no pedestal. We don't. We appreciate the love, but we don't want to be on a pedestal because soon as somebody can put you on a pedestal, they can take you down. We don't want that. We're married.
We're humbly married.
Humbly married. And we thank you guys for the compliments and all of that, but we want you guys to know that we go through too. You know what I mean? And that's what some of the things that we had went through at the time. So, yeah. And so we was like, let's come on here, and y'all have no questions for us. Are we just really giving y'all the storyline?
We done spilled the beans.
But anyway, there was more. So my husband proposed to me. Let me tell y'all how honey, give me the rings. Give me the rings. Give me the rings. This is a good one too, okay? This is such a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now, when I was single, there was a post going around, right? And the post said, if a man proposed to you and he had only $25 and he bought a cheap ring, would you accept the ring? Let me ask you all that. Would you, if he bought you guys how much? Maybe a little cheap ring, would you guys accept it if he proposed to you? And I'm not asking how much it costs. Would you guys accept the ring? If he proposed to you and the ring was $20, would you accept it? I don't hear anybody. I don't see anybody saying anything. Would you accept the ring? Elizabeth says yes. Cats in the Cradle says yes. $25. That was all they had. And they bought your ring and it proposed to you. You would accept the ring. I'm glad you said that. Well, I had put on the post, I said, of course I would accept the ring. If that was all that person could afford at that time, then yes, I would accept that ring. Well, let me tell y'all something. We went to our secret little place. We have a secret rendezvous that we like to go to. Mm-hmm. Sheree says yes. Okay. So when we went, we were coming home from our little rendezvous. And we stopped over at where?
It was a gas station.
What the name of it? That's a quiz for you. That is just for you.
Isn't it a Bumble gas station?
Who?
Bumble. I can't remember the freaking gas station. But I know it was right off the highway.
Oh my God.
It wasn't no Shell. It wasn't no Chevron.
Yes, it was.
It was a Chevron?
It was a Chevron. I'm glad you called that right now. I was we got to take another trip.
We took so many trips. We stopped by so many gas stations.
Listen. So we went to the Chevron station, right? And when we walked in there, they had these rings.
You don't have to take my phone.
Okay, don't show it on. Don't show it on that one. Show it on. Yeah. So my husband asked me, did I want which ring did I want? That's what you asked me.
Right.
So I chose this ring. This ring was how much?
I think like
$25.
$25-$30
at the Chevron station, the gas station. You hear me? $25 for this ring. Let me see. You see that? And then I was like, wait a minute, hold on. That's not fair that I wear a ring and you don't wear a ring when I know these women are after you. No. So I was like, that's not fair that I have a ring and you don't. So this was mine. And then he picked out that ring. You see that ring? Nene said, I remember that post. So you remember that post going around like that? So we wore those rings for a whole year. And we still have the, we don't have this ain't this case. This case is for our wedding rings.
So my baby was having a bum day. So I was like, get ready. Woman, get dressed. We're going for a drive. She's like, where we going? I was like, don't worry about it.
For a whole year, we wore those $25 rings.
Yep. She's like, where we going? I was like, all right, we're going to Z's. What's Z's? I was like, don't worry about it. So we get there. We're looking around and everything. I take it to the store, the jewelry store. So I was like,
Z's is Zales.
Yeah, Zales. So I took her in there. I was like, let's take a look at some rings, that we may or may not get or whatever. We think about getting it just to get an idea. So I had her look at some rings. because that's all she thought she was going to be doing was looking at rings.
We
Just-
actually went Christmas shopping.
Yeah, it was
We were
Christmas shopping.
Christmas
yeah.
shopping.
We went
Yeah.
Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was in Perry Ellis buying your Christmas gifts, and he was in Zales looking at rings. And I was like, where is this man at? And then when I found him in Zales, and then he asked me to
look at some rings. So I was waiting for the right ring to catch her eye. Like, ooh, you know how y'all get when y'all look at rings. Oh my God. So she caught, there was a ring that caught her eye because she was getting a.
Well, the lady was like, what ring do you like? I was like, okay, I'll just take this ring. She was like, just dream. What kind of ring would you want? And I did. I dreamt.
Mm-hmm.
Closed my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And dreamt.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So she's like, this one's really nice. It's like, you really like that one? She's like, yeah, this is really nice. It's really nice. So the whole time, she thought she was just looking at rings.
I did.
The whole time.
I did.
Just to get her mind off her little mood that she was in at that time. And I was like, all right, we're going to go ahead and get it. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, go ahead.
So this ring right here got replaced by this ring right here. So I don't know if you can see it. See the ring? Wait. Yeah, there we go. This ring got replaced by this ring. And then my husband, and I was like, oh my God, wait, you let me pick out your ring.
And
did you pick out your ring?
No, I'll let you pick up my ring.
Okay. So this ring right here got replaced by that ring. So wait, honey, I'm trying. They pretty much the same ring, except this one is 25.
And that one's an arm and a leg and somebody's toe as well as hers.
Yeah. So, like, who said that? Sheree. Sheree said it. She said it best. She said, greater comes later. So I would say to you guys, do not despise small beginnings. Do not do it. If you do, I'm sure there are a lot of people that received the ring and was like, you gonna give me that right there? Nope, I don't want that. No, I'm not. Mm-mm. Don't set yourself up for the okie doke. I'm a living testimony. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's just the beginning of a beautiful start. I mean, a relationship. You know, it's the beginning of building your love and your future. Because even though it's a $25 ring, the man is going to work hard. He got something up his sleeve. He's already plotting on something better. Just got to be patient enough to get it.
And the thing, have y'all ever heard of people saying, yeah, my husband went and got my ring upgraded? That's what you wanted. I got upgraded. You know what I'm saying? You said I was given a very modest ring, but it was my whole world. I was given an upgrade years later, but that first one is priceless and always will be my heart. Exactly. And that's why we keep these rings right here in here. We do not get rid of these rings. These are our first rings, and we sported these rings an entire year.
I kept it up.
I kept them clean, everything. We kept these rings. These rings mean so much to us. This exactly, Cats in the Cradle. I understand exactly. You feel us. So do not despise small beginnings, you guys. I'm so serious. You're gonna mess up your whole thing. You don't know what God got in store for you later on down the line.
It's got to be humble.
Yes. So you guys really don't have questions for us. That is crazy. I mean, y'all don't like us? Like, y'all don't like us or nothing? Like, you have no questions for us at all. None. Anyhow. So after that, I've never worn a wedding dress before. ever in my life, and I've been married before, I've never worn a wedding dress. My husband took me to go try on wedding dresses. I tried them, man. When I walked into, I was like, "You finna take me to go and try on wedding dresses?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh my god, I never even tried on wedding dresses a day in my life." So I got a chance to try on every piece of wedding dress in there. The lady was just helping me out throughout the thing. He sat there, and he didn't know what wedding dress I picked out, but he did take me to go try on wedding dresses. And then when my oldest daughter found out that my husband took me to go try on wedding dresses, she took me to go try on wedding dresses because she's like, "No, you can't do that." And I was like, "But he don't even know what I'm wearing." And then she picked out one for me. I wasn't really happy with it. I went back and got the one that I wanted, picked out the one that I wanted. You said Marcus, hold on, let's see. Cass in the Cradle said, "Marcus, what was it that you saw in Debbie that told you she was the one?" Wow, that's a good question.
Oh, well, easy. You know that feeling when you meet somebody and you feel it in your spirit that that's your soulmate? Oh, and we didn't tell them this either. So
What?
check it. You ever had a dream about somebody and then you wake up, as soon as you're getting ready to kiss them, you hold them and then you give that kiss. You memorize that kiss, you memorize that hug, you memorize that voice. So years, maybe a decade went by for me. And then I finally heard her voice, felt her lips, gave her a hug, and
Right.
it felt familiar, it felt right, and it was at that moment, it was like, okay, this is it, this is who I am, and this is who I'm going to be with. And I saw a whole future before our eyes, and it manifested, and here we are.
And he was dreaming about me. I was dreaming about him. Face, everything was the same. Everything, except I was dreaming about a guy that would wear the guy that I was dreaming about was wearing what do you call, honey, a yellow vest. What color is your vest you wear for work, honey?
Orange.
Yet a vest every single day. And you know where the yellow came in at? I got a yellow rain suit thing from his job.
Yep.
From his job. I got it. It was the vest. His vest he wears orange, which was the same type of vest but different color. And then I got the yellow rain gear that he gives that I have from him.
Yep.
So it was like God was like trying to tell me, just wait, hold on a minute. But remember, I don't know if Cats in the Cradle said absolutely that first kiss, especially just stays with you, and the feeling you had at that moment, you relived it
Yep.
over and over and over and over and over again. A gun, over a gun, and over a gun. I have a very distinguished voice. He has a very distinguished look. So it was like God knew what to do, how to make us like see, because when we first saw each other in the parking lot, like that was like, wow. I was looking like, Debbie, stop staring at this man. Oh my God. I had that look. You know what I mean? So yeah. So we just wanted to come on for a little bit, you guys, and just share with you guys who we are. We are the Currys. And yeah. And maybe sometime we'll come on here and do what does that say?
That was just what she said.
Okay. Do more of talking about couples and do a little bit more so you guys will know a little bit more. Okay. So about love. I mean, listen, if God bring love your way, man, experience it. I know some of you guys are out there strong and tough and handling stuff on your own and you don't want to give people a chance. I get it. You said, what did you say? You say the two of you exclude good vibes and positivity out here in these YouTube world. Oh, and it's refreshing. Thank you. I love your relationship and thank you for sharing. You're very much welcome. Thank you guys for listening and joining us. We're going to do much more. We're going to show you guys a lot of stuff that we do. Just give us time. You know, we're not moving at a fast pace like everybody else. And Elizabeth says yes. Anyway, what's she saying? She says,
Both of you next week.
what's she say, honey?
Yeah, see you both of you next week.
Love it. Thank you. You're so soft spoken, honey. Can't nobody hear you? And I'm the loud one. Let me tell y'all what happened. Really, that's us. It's a real mystery. Anyhow, what had happened was, listen to me. You got it. That is, honey. Come. Don't run from me. Come here, honey. Don't run. Come here. Don't run. Come here. Come in here. What did you say? You say, Sheree say, I'm here for it. Okay. Nini say, do you guys have a blended family? If so, how do you or get the kids to interact with each other? Jesus. My husband has no kids, and all my kids are in their 30s. No, Quisha's 28.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're all grown with kids. So it's just he and I.
We get to wake up and go wherever we want.
Whenever we want, whatever we want. I mean, if they are teens or grown adults, um, they're my kids are off doing their thing. It's just one really just is like, well, my Makila, she was in our wedding. So Makila is our grandbaby, and that's the one you guys see a picture of her on here. I don't know if I have it on Facebook. She's the one that's mostly around us because she was in the wedding. And when she was in the wedding, to in her eyes, we looked like fairy tales. My husband bought her a dress, her shoes, that made her look we made her look very beautiful. And when she saw me in a wedding dress, she couldn't help but to stare at me the whole time. And then when we driving in the car with her and we're holding hands, and the first time she saw it, she was like, Granny? I said, yes, baby. Why are you guys holding hands? I say, because we love each other. You want to tell this story? Or you want me to tell it?
Oh, you tell me.
We love each other. Wait, I forgot what all she said. It was just shocking to her.
Yeah.
So
she's never been exposed to that.
To that kind of like the kind of love that you all see that we have. Imagine a little girl seeing that. It's like very empowering and effective. So yeah. So because of everybody's schedule, especially my husband's schedule and my daughter's schedule, and then I'm trying to fit everything in here, it's kind of hard for us sometimes to like get like everybody want to be all the time. We can't do that. So, but my husband has no kids.
Nope. Okay, that was it.
And that's it. So any other questions that you guys may have? Because then we off. We thank y'all for joining us. We need to come up with a theme song. Honey, did you know they liked our rap the other day? When we was in the car. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being a part. If there are not any other questions, we're going to go ahead and get off here. We good? We straight? Thank you guys. You guys have a good day. Enjoy your evening. Wait a minute. Did I see something? Oh no, that's this thing. What's this? Okay, no, that's this.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We're out of here. Why is it not ending? We're still here.